Heartland Wellness Center, a wellness center that today focuses on cancer treatment. And I am with Norbert Restrepo. He is the president of Heartland Institute. And tell us a little bit, how did Heartland become a wellness center so focused on cancer?
Thank you, Sebastian. It's nice to be here with you and to answer these questions that are very significant to us. We decided to transition or focus on cancer care after we noticed that we were attracting cancer patients, and these guests were having, by God's grace, a very high rate of remission. So as we considered those factors, and this was brought to our attention through securing the services of a consultant firm, and they just looked at our data and they said, you should focus on cancer care. So that's in a nutshell why we decided to kind of specialize and brand ourselves as a cancer care wellness center.
Okay, so it just naturally flowed in a way.
It naturally flowed, but I also should say something that there was an influence. There was a physician who was still connected with us, whose own wife suffered cancer, and she experienced remission. So this developed in him the desire to do further research on different ways, alternative and natural medicine that could enhance people's immune system and help them combat cancer. So that also played into this providential history of how I believe God led us to serve in this unique area of cancer.
And friends, the cool thing about this wellness center is that it uses natural treatments to reverse or prevent from cancer and other diseases as well. So here, right, we don't have chemotherapy or any chemical stuff that we try to put in our bodies, but they treat cancer naturally. And tell me, how is the cancer patients, now after you started focusing on cancer, how has been the stats?
That's a good question, because it's interesting. We were having rates of 75% of our guests came with cancer experiencing remission. We praise the Lord for that. And as we started sharing these stats, more people started coming, but these individuals were coming at the later phases of cancer, stage 4, in their terminal situations. It was still a blessing for them because it's an opportunity to connect with God. It's an opportunity to find the best health of all, which is salvation in Jesus Christ and the hope of resurrection. But that did bring our stats down. But there's a lesson from that. Don't wait until you're in stage 4. Early on, we need to deal with cancer so that we can beat it by God's grace.
Yeah, true. So how early? Well, yeah, that's not like a good question because the earlier, the better, right? But stage 4, have you had any stage 4 like recovery?
I would have to go back and check. Because God at times does miracles. But definitely when you're in a stage 4, it's a miracle. Usually at that stage, the cancer cells have metastasized all over your body in different parts of your body. So your systems are really compromised. So it takes a miracle at that stage. But God is a God of miracles. We are just using methods that strengthen the immune system. We do not pretend to cure cancer. That is not something that we can say. Only God can do that. But the body, the immune system can be boosted in many ways. I also want to add that what we offer here is not something that is antagonistic to what conventional medicine is offering. Conventional medicine offers surgery. Conventional medicine also offers some other invasive methods such as chemotherapy that most people know the side effects that are negative, unfortunately, very negative. Nonetheless, what we offer here is a complement. People make their own choice if they decide to do chemotherapy or not. What we offer them is going to benefit them regardless of whether they're doing that or they're not doing that. And I want to just make that clear. That's why we like to portray ourselves as a complementary lifestyle program with some very interesting, unique treatments that you might want to ask about.
Oh, yeah. Well, tell me right away.
So some of the unique things that we offer here under medical supervision and nurse care is a vitamin C. We use high doses of vitamin C that is carefully monitored, but there are studies that show that this has a direct effect in stimulating the immune system and attacking the cancer cells.
Wow, cool.
Also, we do fever therapy, which is more known,
Yeah.
and that is a common aspect of the treatment that we are developing here. So those are just two interesting things that we do here. We are also moving towards using these hyperbaric chambers.
Okay.
We are in the process of acquiring one, but there's a hyperbaric chamber not too far from us. So that's part of the uniqueness that we introduce. And of course, we have juicing, and the diet in general is a diet that is pretty much 100% oil-free for the cancer care guest, because there are studies that show that when you're free from refined, saturated, concentrated oils and you only use them in their natural state, this has an effect of slowing the development of tumors.
Oh, cool. Cool. Nice to know. Nice to know. Well, now the wellness center, how many guests you can have?
Currently we have 10 rooms. Some of these rooms have 2 queen beds inside, so if you're coming with a companion, that works perfectly for you. So it depends on whether these health guests are sharing with others the room.
Yeah.
We could have up to 20 or 10.
Or 10. Yeah, and that's a nice size of a group when you're having like a program.
Yeah, it is
Cool.
a nice dynamic.
Yeah.
Though from another perspective, 20 is kind of an optimum room, optimum size, when you see it from a scalable type of ministry. So I would just give that recommendation to those individuals who are thinking of a wellness center from an institution-wide perspective.
Yeah.
20 is a better number. But if you're thinking of more of a homey style lifestyle center, then 10 and less gives you that dynamic of more of a homey environment,
Yeah.
which is something that our health guests enjoy.
Yeah, definitely. And how long are the programs when they come?
The programs can be 11 days, but if it's for cancer care, we prefer 17 days because you can see better results in 3 weeks. Of course, a full 3 weeks is 21 days, but 17 days is pretty close to 3 weeks. And we have seen more optimal results on that, provided that there is a follow-up once they go home, which we offer through coaching sessions.
Okay, cool. And those programs, you do them monthly? How many times a year do you have?
Yes, every month we have a 17-day session, and in between that, there are people who can only come for 5 days or 11-day programs. We sandwich them.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else that you would like to say about the wellness center?
Yes, there's something else I would like to mention. We have a unique setup. We have a wellness center on the same campus as a college. So our young people, especially those who are studying health major, they minister at the wellness center. And frequently, one of the things that the health guests share with us that is such a great blessing is to see young people serving them. This really touches their heart. So that's another unique aspect. Young people serving the sick is a very life-transforming experience.
Awesome. Well, I don't know, our audience is so broad that anyone could be watching on any areas. But if you have cancer, you know about someone that has cancer, definitely, I would 100% recommend check out Heartland Wellness Center. Links are going to be in the description below. But also, if you're looking to start a ministry, or maybe you already have a lifestyle center and it's not running as good, or you're encountering issues, contact us at OCI. We can put you in touch with Norbert as well, or with the director of the Wellness Center, and you can get some help as well. So, Norbert, to close, what would you tell to someone who wants to start a lifestyle center?
There's so many things we could share, but let me just say this. Disease is on the rise. Despite all the technology out there, which is very beneficial, still disease is on the rise. We are focusing on cancer because cancer is just increasing more and more, which gives us a unique opportunity to minister to people. Jesus healed more than he preached. So if you're thinking of starting a lifestyle center, first of all, think of education. Because a wellness center, its main focus is on educating people on the value of bringing their lives in harmony with the laws of health. That's the basic premise. It's not so much an herb, a juice, or some type of natural pill that they're going to take. It's changing their mindset, a lifestyle that is delicious, is nutritious, and promotes healthful living. So if you can focus on the education, you might do it through seminars. You might do it by having small health lectures and cooking schools. You could even start by using a hotel that you rent a certain number of rooms, and the hotel is located where you have access to walking trails and where you can do simple treatments. They have the tubs in the bathrooms. So you can start even without having a facility offering educational programs. Keep in mind that if you're not a medical professional, then you have to focus just on the teaching them how to have a healthy diet, exercise, and those type of things. If you want to deal with more delicate things, then you need to have support of medical professionals so that you yourself and the health guest is in good care.
Awesome. Those were really good tips. So guys, you already know. Well, remember, if you want to know more about Heartland Wellness Center, links in the description below. And also, if you want to know more about OCI and how we can help your ministry thrive, even if you don't have a ministry, but you want to start one, or you have one and you want to make it grow, contact us. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.